Warning, sometimes there's two of me talking
Welcome
to clarify
back.
things. I know that this is like 13 and a half minutes long. Deal with it. This is a bicycle. The tires look awesome. And I would like to cart a little kid around on that and like some groceries in the front. That'd be nice. This is my mom. She arrived really jet lagged, and then I started acting jet lagged too for like the first day or two that she was here. This is where she slept, on the top bunk in my room. Uh, yeah, it was great. I felt like I was being, that's her at my desk, doing her thing. On my computer, a Mac. She dealt with it. It was fine. We went on the train a lot. We cruised around. I thought that kid was funny, so I took a picture, and that guy looks weird back there. We went to the National Museum, and I didn't really take enough pictures of stuff, but I did take a picture of this. Okay, I predicted the wrong next photo. We had a chocolate thing. Rum ball and coffee. A lot of coffee on this trip. And the weird thing, it's the Virgin Mary and some antlers. So I took a picture of that. It's a chandelier, I think, or something. It was bizarre. Pretty weird. Okay, this is an Occupy thing. I've seen Occupy kids in like a lot of cities. Copenhagen, kind of small. I think everyone's doing okay here, so they're not really concerned. Even though they should be. We rented a car and I had to take pictures of the damage. So that was that. And then Timmy and I have been Skyping more lately, and he plays music, and it's really great. So he plays the banjo. And I made a fire. That was nice. Mom and I visited this church to see old relatives, dead ones. So we found, that says somebody Shawning, and I'm really sorry. What does that say? Marie Shawning. So we found some Shawnings, except that they had like knocked all the graves over and moved them, like the really old ones, they just moved them over to this little chunk. So we don't actually know where the bones are, but we don't even know who those people are. They weren't the Shawnings that we were intending to find. But yeah, so Mom's family went to that church, got married there, probs, had kids baptized there. I don't know how old that exact building is, but so that was pretty cool. Oh, I'm sorry there's so many pictures that are similar to other pictures. I'm wasting your time. Look at that. I took a picture. It says Stepping Kirk. Kirk. Look at that. I took a picture with the reflection of the church in the sign so that I would remember what the church was called. It was in the middle of nowhere. We took that car. We drove for a long time to go to these two different churches. I think, where'd the other one go? I don't know. We found this thing. Mom went crazy over this like roasted nuts and dried fruit stand in Copenhagen. She was like, oh, and then she made, you'll see some faces coming up, yes. Oh, so we bought like it was expensive because everything here is expensive. And she thought that she may have gotten ripped off, but she was just so excited. She didn't even care. So that was pretty exciting for her. I think that was maybe the highlight of her trip. I hope that's not true, but it easily could have been the highlight of her trip. So yes, and look at that emphatic hand up there. If you know her, you know what that's like. So then we went to Hans and Lila's house. And Mom was like talking. They had a great chat. We were all having fun, had good food. And then Mom was like, I need to find out what this weird seed thing is that I found on a tree. So then they were trying to help her look it up. And I think they found it in the end. But then there was this delicious apple crisp dessert with whipped cream. My favorite food. Look at that. You can't really see how good it was, but it was really fun, and I was glad that Mom got to meet them there. Look at that. Yeah. I don't even remember what we talked about, but I remember that it was good conversation. This is going to school in the morning. It's dark all the time. So I wanted to take a picture of how that looked. Very foggy day. I was walking. Oh! This was when I was walking to the hotel where Dad was supposed to arrive, but Mom had to get him from the airport while I was in school and show him where. Well, she didn't have to, but she did. So we all had like an hour maybe overlap where we were all together, but then Mom had to leave for the airport. Look at them. They're having such a good time together. Oh. Yeah, so then Dad, okay, Mom with robot eyes, saying goodbye to Mom. So she zoomed back off into the abyss. And then I was there in this room. That's the view out the window of our first hotel in Copenhagen where we stayed for one night. Just on the canal. It was really beautiful. And then Dad and I went for a walk. Um, and I was really happy to see some fall happening because fall is my favorite season. And I was really nervous that I was going to miss it all because of traveling, and Copenhagen had a really late fall. It's still kind of going on, actually. But yeah, so Dad arrived, and it was exciting. And he didn't seem that jet lagged really at all. I don't think it affected him until later in the trip because he was also. Look at that. I'll stop talking. He was conducting business like in the middle of the night because like doing work back in Minnesota. So that kind of sucked. I took these pictures of this girl. Sorry if you know this girl. I don't know how you would, but I took pictures because DIS kids stand out so much in Copenhagen. Like, you know that's an American. You just know that it is. That was the best night. The first bath I've had since Minnesota. That's Dad with his Audrey Hepburn notebook. I thought that was funny. He's conducting business. The whole time we were traveling, he was like dealing with stupid people and less stupid people. We went to this burger place that was out of this world, and I'm just like, okay, this is blurry, but right before this, I was like, no, let's not go down there because it smells like exhaust. And then Dad replied something about like, I love diesel engines or like diesel exhaust, and he was really excited to go on a train. Dang it, there's too much to quote. Where's the gin was the previous slide. Or whatever he was looking for. So we flew to Berlin. We're in Berlin now. And Dad ordered this thing, and it turned out to be just a chunk of fried. Like, I don't even know what it was. He ordered it because it sounded like some schnitzel or something. No, I don't remember. Some silly word. This was off the chain. I ordered it because... This is a different dinner, by the way. I ordered it because of the potato pancake. This was actually lunch. Yeah, I went to this place. The concierge at the hotel recommended it. It was really good. I was just like losing my mind eating all this food. This was on a tour where you could, listen to the thing, bus tour, ride around. And so the numbers correspond to flags. So I could like sneak a look around and like based on the numbers that people's seats had, I could like be like, that guy's from there. Cool. Because I care about that, I guess. I like to know where people are from. There were a lot of numbers, a lot of languages being piped into our ears. Berlin! The weirdest city. I knew that it had all had like basically been like knocked down or bombed out, burned to the ground, like 70% of it. So there's a lot of new stuff and a lot of ugly stuff, but a lot of great stuff too. Oh! Let me set this up for you. Sally somebody used to be McMillan? Shoot, I should have looked all this up before I started talking about it. Okay, this woman right there, kind of can see her, bazillionaire from Minnesota. All these guys are Minnesotans. We met them in the hotel. They were like, have this extremely expensive, luxurious evening with us. So we were like, okay. Connected to the Cargill Company Corporation, richest private corporation in the United States. She like divorced out of that, I think, and so has a bunch of money with another rich husband that she has now. Anyway, she was incredible, and we should talk about that if you care to hear that story. I don't have enough time now. Breakfast the next day. What is this life? I take a bath, and I go to bed, and I wake up, and then this is here. Big German breakfast that Dad, I think he accidentally ordered twice the food that he meant to. I didn't finish that food. It was like, I took it in phases. Like, I had 3 phases of that breakfast. That's Martin Luther underground, under that thing. Dad and I zoomed over to, okay, Dad going like, literally, and when I say literally, I literally mean literally, 200 miles per hour?
It wasn't that much.
At one point?
No, it wasn't that much.
I'm really happy we didn't die.
Maybe like,
because there are no speed limits sometimes in
100,
Germany.
150?
Dad likes to zoom around.
130.
So yeah, we had dinner at this place.
Tops.
Or lunch? Yes. And Dad was trying to figure out, where is Martin Luther, or where did he die? And so he asked the waitress, like, do you know where to go to see where Martin Luther died? By the way, that pumpkin soup was great. Also, that was really good too. There was some kind of, okay, I can't even, back to the other thing. So then she was like, yeah, he died here. You're in the place where he died. We were like, oh, thanks. Because it was a hotel, it was part of now it's a hotel. Anyway, that coffee was awesome. I've never had it served to me like that in layers. So now, and then you stir it up yourself, it was pretty great. So we went to this place, which was, and Dad said they must make a pretty big profit on a cup full of foam. I don't know if that's funny, if I'm just laughing at myself saying it, but we went to the museum. This was his birth house. Martin Luther was born. Not here. This is the church where supposedly he nailed the
theses. Theses, not the other word.
Uh-oh. Got a phone call. I don't know how to deal with this. I'm just gonna ignore it. Oh, I hope that's okay. Eisleben. That was to remember what town I was in, because I really got confused going to all these little towns to see Bach-related or Martin Luther-related things. Oh, just calling me again. Okay, I'm gonna pause it. I don't know if I can even do this. Okay, back again. We went to this concert. Little boys singing. It was Reformation Day. Everyone else thinks it's Halloween, but Germans know better.
That's Leipzig.
Reformation Day. And that's Bach's organ, I think.
St. Thomas Church.
That's the church where he was employed, anyway, and composed a lot of music. Dad went off to do another Martin Luther-related thing, and I cruised around the town by myself. And that is a Leipziger
Leipziger.
It's a pastry named after the town, but I forget what it was called. And then that was actually pretty good. They had American ketchup. A lot of places do. Denmark does too. That's funny.
Pedestrian light signals.
Stay. It's not funny. That was a place. Oh, that was really good. I had a really good beet soup, actually, it was wild mushroom soup with a cranberry cream sauce on top. Airport. On the way back to Copenhagen, we filled out 15 or 16 pieces of mail. I forget how many, but we did it at the airport and sent them out. I mean, unless I shouldn't have said that. Whatever. This is my winter coat that came over the ocean in a Ziploc bag. Computer for size, so you know how tiny that got. And it's that big. And so now I have that, and it's making life much, much, much better for me. And what else have we got here? Everybody's gone now. The parents are gone. What's left? The forest. It's pretty nice. And the sunset, that's pretty nice too. Oh, I had another thing to say. Another dad quote. Oh! Okay, so we were at that place that had, where Martin Luther died. And he said, he's like, where's the bathroom? Because I had just gone there. And so I was like, oh, it's around that corner and down those stairs. And then he went, and then he came back again right afterwards. So I was like, what's going on? And then he said, am I a damen or a heron? So, I don't know. Whatever. Maybe that's not, it doesn't carry over if you're not Julia or Allison. The humor anyway. Okay, great. Thanks for coming over to my brain, and I will put up the next video right after this one. So, or maybe even in the same post. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. Get out of here.